Hey there, Capricorn. It's the Scorpio Stellium here. We're going to take a look at your predictions for the week of October 11th through the 17th. I'm going to do something a little bit different today, though. I'm kind of switching gears here. I'm nerding out a little bit. I'm going to do your predictions, but I'm also going to tell you why I come to the conclusions that I come to with the cards, why I read them the way that I do. I'm going to tell you what the astrological associations with each of the cards, most of the cards are. And at the end, instead of just doing like a basic, here's your message from the universe, the greater divine, angels, God, whatever you call that, I'm actually going to do it as a pick a card. So there'll be 3 choices so that your message is more personalized to you. So stick around for that. Let's take a look at how your week is going to go. Capricorn. To move those up a little bit. Okay. All right. So we start off the week, the first line here. So I'm looking chronologically. So this is the beginning, the middle, and the end of the week. The beginning, we're starting out with the reverse Queen of Cups. So this is an energy, this is a person, an individual, being a court card here, that you could be dealing with or you could be displaying the traits of. The reverse Queen of Cups is emotional, okay? Being cups, she's water-based, water sign, so it could be you dealing with any of the water signs, or it could be you, as I said, creating this kind of overly emotional. Some people are going to turn the emotion all the way on, and some people are going to turn it all the way off. I kind of think this is veering towards turning it all the way on, you know, where this person is like just emotionally ungrounded, and they may be projecting some of their stuff onto other people. They may be playing the victim, or, you know, being the martyr, or just, you know, basically, no, that's not what I did. You did that. Again, this could be you or a person that you're dealing with, but this is the kind of energy that we start the week out with. It's next to the Ace of Wands. So this is a message of having passion behind everything. Now, because it is between some cards that are not so great, it's an interesting play here, because now we have passion behind things that really shouldn't be pursued. You know, you're going towards something that probably is not a great idea. And then the 7 of Cups, it feels like you don't really have a choice in the matter. 7 of Cups upright is often about choices. And having it reversed is like, well, I have to do this because what else am I going to do? I have to either deal with this person because I can't just cut them out, or here they are and this is what they're offering me, so what else are my choices? Or you're feeling like, I have to pursue this, I have to go forward with this, I care about it a lot, but I don't really feel good about it. That's the reverse Queen of Cups, that I don't really feel good about it. So now we get further into the week and we see the reverse 2 of Cups. Okay, guys, the 2 of Cups is the romantic connection. It's marriage, it's soulmates, it's that childhood sweetheart, it's that lovey-dovey kind of feeling. Okay, that's the card that when we get it upright, we're like, oh yay, how sweet, everything is going to be okay here. It's reversed. So there is a separation at play. Either there is some distance between you and the person that you really care about, it's not going so well this week, or there is just a full-blown, like, they're not even in your life, they're not even on the horizon, they're not there, or you could be dealing with a breakup this week. You have the Strength card next to it. This tells me that despite the fact that things feel this way, or that things are going this way, where there's this distancing or this separation at play, you feel strong enough to handle it. You're not just like breaking down and losing it. And I think that's interesting, coming from where you felt like you don't have a choice at the beginning of the week. This wasn't really what you wanted. You care about it a lot, but you don't want it to go this way. Now you're like, you know what? If this is how it's going to be, I'm going to be strong about it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that the Major Arcana card, the Strength, is not ruled by, but the astrological association or sign is Leo for that. We also have, let's see, signs at play. We have another Leo card here. We have a lot of Cancer in this spread. We also have Scorpio. We do have Capricorn, of course. There you are. We know this. And the planets at play here are Saturn and Neptune. So Saturn is going to have to do with Aquarius or Capricorn. obviously. Capricorn, Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. So just to give you a little bit of astrological background of some of the people that you could be dealing with. So the Four of Pentacles is beside the Strength card. It looks like you're holding on for dear life here, okay? The Four of Pentacles is like, we're like, okay, I got it. You know, it's like when we're saving money, you know, and we're just like, okay, I'm hoarding it to some degree, but this is not about money. This is about love. So this is like you are holding on to something. Maybe you're holding on to the relationship. Maybe you're holding on to something within it that you don't want to let go of. You don't want to give up the fight about, but whatever it is, you are just like white knuckling it over this. You're not ready to move past it. Towards the end of the spread, it doesn't look like that's such a good play for you. So we're going to just pause here and say that with this Four of Pentacles showing me that you are holding on to something and you're being very strong about it because you have the Strength card next to it. The way that the cards at the bottom go tell me that that's not really a good idea. And you do have free will. I would just want to say with any of these predictions, anytime you hear something that you don't like, you have the ability to change it. You can always take a different action. Because down at the bottom here, I have the reversed Six of Wands. And this is Jupiter in Leo. So this is assuming that we are going to be successful. It's almost an arrogance. And I'm not trying to say Leos are all arrogant. I think they get a bad reputation for that. But the sign Leo does have pride built into it. And pride can be a good thing or a bad thing. But having Jupiter is the greater benefic, so it's expansive. It brings blessings. So it's almost like this cat up on his horse here thinks that he's already won. He's like, I'm marching to the finish line. He hasn't crossed it yet, but it's reversed here. So this is like somewhere along the line, you holding on to this is not going to pan out well for you. It looks like it's actually doing the opposite. There's no victory here. There's no success here. You're not crossing the finish line. This is not getting you the outcome that you want, particularly because the last two cards speak to the same exact thing. So we have the reversed World. This is when we feel completion. We feel a sense of accomplishment. Reversed, no, you don't. You don't feel like that you have the accomplishment. You don't feel like you have the success. You did not get what you wanted. And it goes back to the holding on to something, the Four of Pentacles, because reversed Hangman is refusing to see something from a different perspective. And it also has that kind of ideology of playing the victim, you know, kind of like this reverse Queen of Cups can do. Now, again, I'm going to tell you, because I'm not here to point fingers. I'm not here to blame you for anything. Everybody's situation is a little bit different. But what I am here to tell you is that this could be the other person or this can be you. So I want you to take a good hard look and make sure that it's not you and you're clear, right? It can be the other person, but somebody is really holding on to it. They have chosen to not take any personal responsibility, and that is the whole cause for this distancing and this separation, these bad feelings in love this week. So let's start clarifying some of these cards and seeing what more information we can get. When I clarify, I like to clarify when I see an energy shift, when something goes from really good to bad or vice versa. When something stands out to me, like having a very strong yelling at me, major arcana card, for example, or whenever we just feel like we're just drawn to it, you know, sometimes you just intuitively, you're just drawn to it, you just do it. So let's go ahead and take a look at this reverse Seven of Cups. That's where I'm drawn first, because that's where you feel like you don't have a choice, and we always have a choice. We may not like all of our choices, but we always have choices. So let's clarify that. Okay. The Two of Coins reversed. Another card, this is a balancing act. It's when you have a balancing act, having it reversed, you're not balancing it anymore. Okay, it's like you're about to drop all of the balls. Okay, so this has another element of choice too. All the two cards have choice inherently within them. I mean, even the Two of Cups, which is this love card, you make a choice for somebody. But this one is like a juggling act and you just can't handle it all. You feel very overwhelmed, and I think that's where we're getting down to this not having a choice. Let's go ahead and clarify the Two of Cups reversed and see what's going on with this relationship, or lack thereof. Okay, Page of Swords and reverse Knight of Wands. All right, so first of all, Page of Swords, it is upright. I'm glad about that because this tells me that there's going to be some communication between you and the object of your desire, your person, whatever you want to call that, your situationship or relationship. There's going to be some communication. The pages are all messenger cards, so they all have some type of inherent message or action to them. But the page here is the most vocal, I think, of all of them because it is an air card. Swords are air cards and, you know, air speaking. That's what it has to do with speaking and thought process. But even though there is speaking and talking about it, there is the reverse Knight of Wands. And Knight of Wands is, oh my gosh, it's so much action. It really needs to like hold back a little bit. It's like Fool's Rush in, like chill out a little bit. It's reversed. So this is telling me that the action is delayed or restricted. So even though you are talking about it, Page of Swords, you're not doing anything about it. So you guys have not figured out what really needs to happen in this relationship. Four of Cups. Let's look at what's being held on to. Okay, interesting. Reverse Seven of Cups. That's the second time that we've seen this card in the reading, feeling like there's a lack of choices. And then the Seven of Coins, put in hard work and not getting the payoff. So that's, I feel like you are thinking that you were backed into a corner this week because this is like, I didn't have a choice. I did the best that I could. I put my everything into this, and what the fuck did I get for it? Really, that's what's going on. So let's see now down here with the reversed Six of Wands, why we're not getting, and really this whole line is like that. Like, what's going on with this? Things not working, things just not working out. So I'm really clarifying this whole last line versus just this one card because they all kind of have so much in common. So all reversals here. So reversed Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is the wish card. This is telling me that the wish, the dream, the desire was not fulfilled. That's why you feel like shit about it. Pretty straightforward. Why you feel like you didn't win here. Because your desire was not fulfilled. The Queen of Coins reversed. You don't feel, either you don't feel like you were nurtured or you don't feel like nurturing somebody else. You may feel like, I don't want to take care of them. I don't want to be their mommy. I don't want to have to tell them what to do. I want them to just do it. Or it can be the other way around where you don't feel like you have been supported and cared for how you should be. And then the reversed High Priestess. This is interesting because this is telling me that either there are still some secrets or there's some secrets coming to light. And by secrets, I can mean full on like people not disclosing the truth, or it can be somebody not really, you know, the process of omission, you know, just not telling people the truth has anything to do with straight up lying to just omitting facts that need to be shared. Okay, the last thing that I want to clarify, and I think this is really important, is the reversed Hangman. Because this does feel, I'm going to be honest, I feel like this is coming from you. It may not be for all of you, but it feels to me like it's coming from your side, Capricorn, where you are unwilling to see another perspective. You are unwilling to look at this from their side of the picture, you know, and like you have this holding on energy here too. So let's see. Okay, the reversed Empress and the reversed Emperor. What a pair. Okay, the reversed Emperor and the reversed Empress. I mean, it's like the king and the queen there. I mean, they are not happy with each other. He doesn't feel powerful. He doesn't feel in charge. She doesn't feel loving. She doesn't feel loved. So this is what the perspective shift needs to be, is you need to realize whatever your feelings are about it, and your feelings are completely valid, the other person has feelings about this too. And if you two are both sitting here trying to scream at each other and have your feelings heard and validated, and nobody's willing to do it for the other person, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to go around and around and around. So this is where the perspective shift needs to happen, is acknowledging how the other party feels about what's going on here. And if you feel like you're backed into a corner, imagine how they feel. I'm sure it's not hot either. So let's go ahead and take a look at your message from universe, divine, etc., etc. Gonna pull 3 cards and make that a pick a card for you. Okay, so we have card 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and choose what yours is. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. I am going to jump into it. The 10, whoa, don't fly away from me card. The 10 of Stakes, which is in this deck similar to the 10 of Swords. It's just renamed. And what this is telling you is, even if you feel like you've been completely betrayed, you feel like you've been completely beaten down and there's just no hope left in the situation, sometimes it's a relief when you've gone through the worst thing you can go through, because then you know you can handle it and it's already happened. It's the fear of the unknown a lot of times that restricts us, that terrifies us. And the 10 of Swords, I'm going to say Swords because Stakes, I just can't make my mind want to say Stakes. The 10 of Swords, really, there is a sunset, or a sunrise, excuse me, a sunrise in the background. That is always symbolizing that there is hope with the new day. Every day that dawns, no matter how bad today was, tomorrow is a new day. So that's the message that you have here, is you've already gone through something really, really difficult. And it's always darkest before the dawn. The sunrise is coming. All right, if you have the second card, it's the 4 of Waters, which is similar to the 4 of Cups. And this is telling you to not ignore life around you, not take anything for granted, not just sit there like a lump on a log pouting. And it's telling you that life is still happening all around you. You are still being offered love and affection, and life is abundant. And if you get into the mindset of, I just want the one thing I can't have, then you're going to be miserable. But if you have a gratitude practice and you get out of this this stage where you're just sitting there like apathetic, that's not helping you progress on your spiritual journey. So have that gratitude practice. See what life is still offering you. Okay, the third one is the Artisan of Stakes. So this is going to be like a sword card here. And this is telling you that it is time to use your mental faculties to create change in the situation. And I think that this goes to where we were talking about you feeling like you have no choice. And this is telling you that you are incredibly powerful in what your mind is able to do. So don't discount that. You can find your way out of it. You can create a different path. If there's no path there, make one. You know, I remember Harold in the Purple Crayon. I don't know if you guys remember that book, where there's no door, so he draws a door with the purple crayon. He opens and goes out. So that's kind of the thing here. It's like, if there's no way forward, you make a way forward. You are powerful enough to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next week.